So you know how there are days where sometimes you just want to crawl back in bed? Well, today's one of those days. Let me show you why. 2 days ago, it was 69 degrees Fahrenheit here. And today, today it's snowing and -5. So what? I'm going back to bed. Hi everybody, I hope you're having a fantastic day. Well, this week I was watching the Canadian government question period. I know, I'm kind of a sucker for punishment. But I saw our Prime Minister being asked a very simple question. And his response was so twisted and so not the question asked that it almost stunned me. That the follow-up question after that was, sorry, you didn't answer my question. Could you answer the actual question I asked you? So right now, as you know, different countries are progressing different ways when it comes to fighting the virus and opening up and things like that. In Canada right now, we are in the red. We are falling. Our cases are up. And there's variants and things like this of concern. And we're running out of vaccines, there's shortages, all these things. So one of the things that's out there right now, right, is in Canada, we have not stopped international flights. So, like, if you're doing well with the vaccines and you're fighting off and your cases aren't going up, you can have international flights that are done safely, right? If you've been vaccinated, you can travel, all that stuff. However, like Australia, look what Australia did. Australia locked down all of their borders. They just shut it down and said there's no international travel. Even if you lived in Australia, you weren't automatically allowed to come right back. You had hoops and hurdles to jump through to be able to come back to your own country that you lived in. So they actually did it right, because guess how many cases they have in Australia right now? Yeah, the big goose egg. They're doing super well down there. So that begs the question here in Canada of why we still are allowing international flights. Now, it's one thing to say we're bringing in flights from the United States where their cases are on their way down and they've been mostly vaccinated and things like that. One thing to say the UK. The UK has been mostly vaccinated. They're opening up. Things are good. It's another when you say, for instance, why are we bringing flights in from India? Now, right now in Canada, we are contained with those two variants that everybody else has. The UK variant and the Brazil variant. So we've been fighting that. Now it appears there's a new strain hitting India that they're probably going to call the India variant very soon, but it's this MK1B or whatever. And it is now becoming the dominant strain in India, outprogressing both the African variant, the Brazilian variant, and the UK variant. And in the UK and in India right now, every day this week, they have been over 250,000 cases a day. A day. Not week, month, no, a day. Yet here in Canada, for some reason, we think that it's okay to still have people flying in from India. Not just once in a while. On a daily basis. And if you think, well, you know what, Don, they got to get a test. They have to get a test before they're allowed to fly, or once they arrive and everything. So here's a good number for you that has just been released today. In 10 days, in the past 14, they did a 10-day study of 10 flights coming in from India. All 10 flights had a case of at least one case, and in some cases, multiple cases of COVID on that flight. 10 days, 10 flights, multiple cases of COVID every single day. And if you're trying to keep that variant out of Canada, all it takes is one person to sneak through that isn't showing symptoms yet and goes to their house, gives it to somebody else, who goes to work and gives it to somebody else. But our Prime Minister was asked this question in Parliament. And he actually, the opposition party, who's kind of a lame duck here in Canada. I mean, he gets hardly any press whatsoever. It's crazy. It's nuts the way things work these days. He said, "Why have we not shut down international travel?" And the immediate answer from our Prime Minister is, once again, way back in March of last year, we instituted some of the strictest protocols for international travel in the world, he said. Of course, we let in the UK variant and we let in the Brazilian. They didn't walk here. Those variants didn't walk to Canada. They flew here on an airplane. And we welcomed them in. And now it appears that there's a stronger strain out there that could eliminate any progress that we've had with the vaccines. And we refuse to just say, you know what, that one flight a day that we're getting in from India, let's just stop that for 30 days. Let's just, 30 days, put a hold on it, see what happens, get more people in Canada vaccinated, get our, things under control. But for some reason, they refuse to do that. Tell me what is flying in from India on one plane that is vital to Canada that we need to have that flight come in. It's once again not being proactive, it's being reactive. And what is the only reason we're having a third wave here in Canada, besides the fact that our Prime Minister didn't get the vaccines here on time, is that we have the UK variant and the Brazilian variant. That's the only reason that we have a third wave. Because they're much more transmissible. And this one apparently in India is twice as transmissible as those. And our Prime Minister here in Canada has said, we have the strongest safety protocols and international travel in the world. But we're going to let those flights come in from India anyway, and from Brazil, and that's okay. They have a ton of cases there. It doesn't matter. They take a test three or 5 days before flying into Canada. That should cover it, right? That should cover it. It's easy. It's an easy fix. No international traveler from India. Bam. Done. You cannot catch the India strain if you don't let anybody into the country from India for a while, until they get it under control. Australia did it, and they're doing fine. Funny how that works, right? But for some reason, our government here in Canada just can't figure that out. Just can't figure that out. I guess when the Prime Minister went to India and he dressed up in all that India costume, like he was dressing up going out for Halloween, when he was the only person there, including all the Indian delegates that were there, and he was all dressed in garb, he actually looked like a complete fool to the rest of the world. But I guess he doesn't want to say anything bad for some reason against, we can't stop India because I went there and, I dressed up and everything. So I played dress up, just like my past job of being a drama teacher. And I would say this, I'm not saying this because of that government. I'm saying this with any government out there that's not doing that right now. If you're allowing flights into your country from India, guess what? The UK's stopping it. Why? And guess what? They're doing well. But Canada, wide open. Wide open. It makes no sense. Like a lot of decisions the Canadian governments, both provincially and federally, have made. And the only people who pay the price are the rest of Canadians.